Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Big Bearded Warrior. All right, so what I want to go over today is just a quick overview of the NVG50. Got to spend a little bit of time with it. Unfortunately, didn't get to go to the range or anything like that because I live in Wisconsin and the weather sucks. It hates us. It really does. It was 80 degrees earlier this week and we had snow on the ground. Wisconsin. Gotta love it. All right, let's hop right into it. So what I did is I just did a little bit of walking around my house, did a little bit of walking outside of my house, just so you guys can see how it looks. POV footage of the NVG50, and I have to say I actually really enjoyed it. So first off, one thing that I really enjoyed was being outside, and I switched through the different color modes, and I got to experience how it looked under different light quality from extremely low light to no light at all into like a random burst of lights. Uh, so I'm going to show you how it looked like when there was cars passing by. I'm going to show you how it looked when I walked to a very low lit area, and then I'm going to show you how it looked as well as uh, going through a very dark area. Now, one thing I noticed is that I really don't like the if you're in an area like I was in my living room, say, and my living room was completely black, or it was completely dark, sorry, and I have a security camera in my living room. My security camera uses IR, so you're seeing the glare from the IR. It illuminates the room, so it kind of makes it annoying to look through the nod while there's that interference from the security camera, but also anything else that illuminates light, like say my router, it in under the nod, it illuminates it. It makes it look way bigger, way brighter than what it actually is. So that kind of sucks. I didn't like that too much. There are several different modes of the IR so that you put out, and there are some four different color modes, and there's four different magnification levels. Uh, so it kind of takes a little bit of getting used to messing around with those things, and then focusing can kind of be like an issue. But once you get used to the button layout and then just like the device itself, it has a nozzle that you can control the focus. It makes it a lot easier. Uh, then it's smooth sailing, especially like say if you're looking at people or things that you need to like see fine details on. That makes all the difference. That other than that, the picture quality was phenomenal, as you'll see. Once you get used to focusing it, it's amazing. Another thing I'd have to say is looking at my watch, uh, there you can't really see anything. It gets kind of blurry, even if you try to focus. Now the cool thing that I like about the Garmin, this is the Garmin Tactix Delta, that there is a night vision mode, and I will post video of looking at the watch in night vision mode. I'll have to do that another time. But if you look at it through the watch, you can't see anything, and it'll more than likely give your position away anyway. So something to think about. All right. So one thing I appreciated, one thing I thought was pretty cool was looking through the EOTech. You got a clear picture. Now, what one thing that does matter is kind of the intensity of the light of your EOTech. I kind of found that it looks better kind of like at a lower light, but it looks fine at a higher light too. The reticle kind of just looks a little blurry if you bump that light up a little bit too much, but I'm sure it's something that you'll figure out for yourself. Okay, now something to be aware of is when you're walking and you're going and you're from say something that is an area that is semi lit into an area that is complete darkness, you're gonna have to turn on that IR emitter at whatever level you desire, whatever your heart desires, because it just doesn't pick up that complete darkness very well. It sucks, but it once you turn that IR on, then you can see it's like flipping on the light switch almost. So it's something to think about. One thing that you kind of got to think about with the NGV50 is the battery time. The battery time, it's a little less than the NVG30, which you can get anywhere between 7 to 8 hours out of. Now the NVG50 utilizes a smaller battery. It takes two 18350s to run one monocular. So if you're running binos, then you're going to need four 18350s, and you're looking at a shorter runtime. I haven't fully run it completely dead yet, but it depending on what level you're using your IR, or how frequently, or if you're recording, there's a lot of different factors. But I will tell you that the battery definitely is smaller, so that's something to think about. If you are wanting a longer battery life, then I would probably stick with the NVG30. Uh, One thing there, I would say the NVG50 does have a lot, has way better qualities in a lot of ways than the NVG30. Like the build is a little bit more durable, and it's also there's less drag in the picture, so you can see things a little better. But I've only been running in a monocular format. I would recommend, if you plan on like walking around or doing any kind of activities of the night for goons, that you put it in a binocular setup. And like I said before in my first video, I'm not really a fan of that bridge that comes with the bino setup. So that's something to think about as well. You might like it. I fucking hate it. It is what it is. So these are a couple of Simple Simon things to think about. So for $550 for one monocular, 1100 for two, and you have a bino system, you can't really beat this. I don't think there's really anything better out there other than the NVG. Like the NVG30 is a great comparison, but I sometimes I kind of wish I went with the NVG30 just because of the Wilcox setup. That's more like what I wanted, just to be able to, lift up one monocular and use one if I wanted, or use both as a bino setup. Can't do that with the NVG50, and the reason that you can't, the reason that the NVG50 is not compatible with the Wilcox setup is because of the battery pack where it's placed, as to where on the NVG30 the battery pack is placed on the bottom. On the NVG50, as you can see, it's awkwardly placed here on the top. Not really a big deal, just kind of sucks that hopefully they fix this soon, because I think it'll be pretty dope once you can wear it with that Wilcox mount. All right, now this thing is technically a camera. It comes with a 16 gigabyte memory card, so you're able to record everything that you're doing. I think that's pretty essential, especially if you're doing some kind of reconnaissance or something. You have that ability to record, and it comes with 4 times magnification and IR and the different color settings. I like the green the best. It's just easier on my eyes, I guess. The close second though would be like the natural color setting. I really enjoy that, and it looks really you can see a lot of detail in that color as well, especially like when you're looking at light or when there's vehicles passing by or something like that. All right, so a couple things I forgot to mention. One, the NVG50 does come with a mount to where you can mount it on a rifle. It comes with like a Picatinny attachment, so that's kind of cool. I don't really see any value for it personally, but others might. Another thing is that the NVG50 and NVG30, you can both add a battery pack and mount that to the back of your helmet, and allowing you to run continuously on the battery pack. So kind of making your battery life a little better. So it's something to think about, and it would be great to use as like a counterbalance for the night vision itself, because it is heavy. It gets a little cumbersome after a while. That big piece of thing, just hanging on the front of your helmet, so it can be kind of stressful on your neck. So it's something to think about. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I spent a little bit of time with it, and hope you guys find value in this, and let me know if this is something that you think that you would enjoy what kind of nods are you running, or what kind of nods do you want to run? Do you think digital night vision is something that's improved and that you can use, or do you think it's still a fucking joke? Guys, remember, so the drawing is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. So if you have not yet, go ahead and go enter that drawing. It's very simple. Great giveaway that we got going on. Hope to see you there. As always, I appreciate your time and I appreciate you watching. Remember, get strong and get efficient at violence. This is Big Bitter Warrior. I'm out.